It's called Hawaii's Vanishing Voter. On Election Day, many voters will just disappear, and our partners at Civil Beat are trying to find out why. Joining us live over Skype is Civil Beat political reporter Chad Blair. Good morning, Chad.
Good morning, Mahalani.
So Hawaii's voter turnout is pretty dismal, but just how bad is it?
Well, let me give you a picture. Think back to 1959, statehood, 1960, when John Kennedy and Richard Nixon were in that close race. Our registered voter turnout, 93% in the 90s. That's how good we did some 50 or 60 years ago. Today, look at the 2008 election. That figure had dropped to the 50s, about two-thirds of registered voters turning out, even with Barack Obama on the ticket that year.
Wow, voter turnout in the 90s way back then. That's something that we see in third world countries today. And, you know, voting should be, it's a right that shouldn't be taken for granted. So why is our rate so low, and is there anything that can be done about it?
Well, the series that we're running is by Ian Lynn, the journalist and blogger, and it's going to be running through the week and into next week. And so I'm not going to give away all the answers right now, but I will tell you this. We really are at the bottom compared to the other 49 states. When you rank how many people turn out in terms of registered voters and how many people vote in terms of the overall population, the adult population, that's something I think that we need to work on. I know the state elections office is trying hard. They have some indication that people are starting to register more and pay more attention.
And there's also certain areas where voter turnout is better than others, right?
That's correct, and I won't give away all the news today because I want you to read the series, but tomorrow we do have a report on one of the areas that doesn't do very well in terms of voter turnout.
All right. Well, Chad, it sounds really interesting. Now, Civil Beat also did a story about an investigation by the Honolulu Ethics Commission. All this after some city officials were tasked with choosing a consultant to evaluate the merits of merging the Honolulu Fire Department with the Emergency Services Department. So what happened after all that?
Well, apparently there was a tie between the three companies that are pretty darn close. So one of the contracting officers, a city official named Paul Au, he's an attorney, he changed his score, but he didn't change it just a little bit. He changed it enough that it made one company definitely win over the others. It was a very close call. That company has ties to Ken Silva, our Honolulu fire chief.
Very interesting. Are the mayoral candidates saying anything about this?
There is an issue involved. The firefighters have endorsed Kurt Caldwell, who does support the merger between the firefighters and the EMS. No word yet on where they stand or whether this is connected at all to the campaigns.
All right. Well, Chad Blair, thank you so much for joining us, and we definitely will check out those stories that you discussed on civilbeat.com. And we'll be right back after the break. Thanks, Chad. Stay with us.